2 News investigation about temperatures and the people we rely on nearly every day.
Inglewood police confirm this afternoon a mail carrier had to be taken to the hospital because of heat exhaustion. Pam Elliott of 2 News Investigates spoke with the carrier who collapsed earlier this week about the pressure that mail carriers say they feel to get the job done regardless of the weather. She has tonight's top story.
Well, Katie and Mark, the Postal Service says it takes seriously the safety of its employees. It spends time on training so they know the signs of heat-related illnesses. Yet we know of at least 4 mail carriers in the Dayton area recently collapsing due to the heat, and there could be other cases of heat-related trouble that carriers are reluctant to report.
Been to the hospital several times with heat exhaustion. It's not fun.
Chris Smith presses on despite 90-degree days and a history of heat exhaustion.
I'll cool myself down, take a few extra minutes in between stops, cool myself down, and just get prepared for the next split or walking point that I do.
By contract, mail carriers are allowed 2 10-minute paid breaks and a 30-minute unpaid lunch each day. The United States Postal Service says it realizes on a week like this one, more rest might be required. But mail carriers tell 2 News Investigates they feel pushed to not let the heat slow them down. John O'Ross is the president of the local branch of the National Association of Letter Carriers.
There's a lot of pressure to keep moving, to keep pushing themselves, where perhaps some of their body symptoms are telling them they may need to seek shade and cool down.
On Tuesday, before the carrier in this neighborhood could actually get the mail in here, he collapsed on this very deck. And the last thing he remembers is waking up in an ambulance.
Walking fast in heat is perhaps what made me pass out.
The West Carrollton mail carrier who collapsed agreed to speak with me with the understanding his name would not be used. He hopes to return to work tomorrow. He believes, though, he could face discipline for not taking the necessary precautions for such heat, though he says his immediate supervisor has been supportive.
It's numbers driven, data driven. You've got this much mail, you have these many deliveries, you've got this much time to do it. And the heat doesn't play a factor into it. So if you're not making their numbers or their projections, then the fear of discipline is real. It is being issued to them.
I took that concern to the regional spokesman of the Postal Service.
We don't want anyone out there falling out because of heat-related illnesses.
Is there the possibility, though, they could be disciplined, perhaps, for leaving early because of heat?
No, if their health is affected, if they have a health issue that they need to address, then that needs to be addressed.
Do you think if you hadn't felt that pressure with the clock ticking constantly, that you might have taken more breaks the particular day you fell?
Perhaps. I mean, hindsight's 20/20, so yeah, I could say that. But you know, it's hard to say because it's like any other day for me. It's just go, 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 go.
And this is a concern nationally. An investigation is now underway into the death of a mail carrier in Massachusetts just 2 weeks ago. Pam Elliott, 2 News Investigates.